Let's be real for a second, 90-day fam. We are used to David Toborowsky and Annie Suwon being the absolute light of the 90-day Fiancé franchise. They are the ones we turn to for a laugh, for a boom-boom joke, or just to see them cooking something delicious in bed. They are the happy place of the TLC universe. But today the tone is different. Today we aren't laughing, we're crying right alongside them. If you've been following their journey, you know that David and Annie have been on the biggest roller coaster of their lives this year. After a grueling IVF journey, hormonal struggles, and the anxiety of a high-risk pregnancy, they finally welcomed their miracle baby girl, Minthira, earlier in 2025. It was the happy ending we all wanted for them. But David recently took to social media to share a darker, more terrifying chapter of their new parenthood, and honestly, it's a parent's worst nightmare. The photo that broke us. David, who is usually posting upbeat travel updates or funny skits, shared a glimpse into a terrifying medical crisis involving baby Minthira. The update involved their precious daughter battling RSV, respiratory syncytial virus, a common but potentially dangerous respiratory virus that can turn serious very quickly for infants. David shared heartbreaking imagery that no parent ever wants to see. Their tiny, vulnerable baby with an oxygen mask, struggling to breathe. He opened up about the fear, the helplessness, and the sheer panic that sets in when your child is in the hospital. "I am asking for all our prayer warriors tonight," David posted during the height of the scare. It wasn't just the medical facts that hit hard, it was the raw emotion. David described the scene of Annie's mother crying as she heard the baby's distress. It was a moment of pure vulnerability from a man who usually tries to keep things light and positive for his fans. "I want to be there for her." The reality of being an older dad. This health scare with Minthira hit a specific nerve for David, and it's something he's been incredibly brave about sharing. We have to talk about the elephant in the room that David tackles head-on: his age. David is in his late 50s. He has been working tirelessly to transform his own health, losing weight, lowering his blood pressure, and even undergoing cosmetic procedures, not just vanity but because he wants to be around. He has said explicitly that he doesn't want to look like his daughter's grandfather. He wants to be an active, healthy father. When a health scare like this hits, it forces you to confront your own mortality. Every older dad fear that David has likely pushed to the back of his mind probably came rushing forward the moment he saw his daughter in that hospital bed. He has been pushing his body to the limit recently, traveling back and forth between the US and Thailand for work, dealing with his own back injuries, and managing the exhaustion of having a newborn. Seeing him so vulnerable reminds us that behind the TV personality is a man who is just trying desperately to secure a future for his wife and child. The relief, but the trauma lingers. The good news? Minthira is a fighter. In his most recent updates, David has shared that their brave gem, the meaning of her name, is back home and recovering. The cough is fading and the smiles are returning. He credited the power of prayer and the amazing medical team for getting them through the storm. But anyone who has had a sick child knows that you don't just get over that kind of fear instantly. The tearful moment today isn't just about the sickness, it's about the gratitude. It's that overwhelming, tear-filled relief when you finally get to take your baby home, but you're still shaking from the stress of it all. Why we love David and Annie even more now. In a world of curated Instagram feeds and reality TV drama that feels scripted, David's willingness to share this ugly, scary side of life is why he remains the MVP of the franchise. He didn't sugarcoat it, he showed the fear. He asked for help, he leaned on the community for prayers. He stayed by Annie's side, through her exhaustion and the stress of being a new mom. David has been her rock, even while dealing with his own physical pain. A heavy week for the 90-day family. This news also comes during a generally heavy time for the 90-day community. With the recent news of the passing of fellow cast member Chuck Pothast, Elizabeth's father, the fragility of life and family has been on everyone's minds. David was one of the first to offer his condolences, proving once again that he is the dad of the franchise, always there with a kind word, even when he is fighting his own battles at home. What you can do. If there is one thing this community is good at, it's rallying around our favorites. David and Annie are currently in Thailand, navigating the early months of parenthood away from David's U.S. support system. They are tired, they are recovering from a trauma, and they are just trying to do their best. Let's flood their comments with love today. Drop a for baby Minthira. Tell David he's doing a great job. Remind Annie she is a supermom. The takeaway? Hug your loved ones a little tighter today. Health is wealth, and as David Toborowsky reminded us this week, everything can change in a single moment. We love you, Toborowsky family. Keep fighting.